Hello, hello, and welcome back. We have more bees. There are so many in this world, and this tree brought us more. But that is not the focus of today's episode. No, today we are grabbing our pickaxes and we are going into some caves. Close that, okay. Because unfortunately, our resources that we gathered at the very start are dwindling. We only have a tiny bit of iron left, and I need everything that sparkles, shimmers, and shines, so we're going to grab this spare bed just in case we need to sleep. And we've got some extra tools here, and we're going to go get ourselves some more shiny stuff. Now, there are some caves over in this mountain over here, but there's actually a kind of small ravine over this way just beyond the nether portal, so I think that is where we will go. And it does have some tunnels, caves, and whatnot that branch off of it, so I figured that would be a pretty good place to start. Now I'm pretty excited for this episode and for our little caving expedition because I happen to have IRL a rock collection. And it's not a small rock collection. No, it's kind of a big rock collection. Yeah, I'm a nerd, okay? If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a nerd. As we find ores while we are mining, if I happen to have the real world counterparts in my collection, I'll show you. I'll show you that so that way you can see what it actually looks like. I don't have everything, but I have quite a bit, so if I have it, I will show you. Hey, alright, here we are at the ravine. As you can see, it's not really all that deep, but it does stretch quite a long ways. It goes all the way back here. Looks like there's probably a cave back in there, and it goes all the way around. Quite a long ways. There's a cave there. Still goes even further that way. Let's get around this tree. Hold on. Here we go. You can see goes around and around and around. Kind of a little offshoot over here that I can't get around now. And it extends that way over I think to over there where you see that single grass block. I think that's kind of around where it ends. So we're gonna head back over that way so we can get around because I think that side had an easier entrance, maybe, or we might just come back and drop in the water. Let's go check the other side first though. Alright, we are at the other side of the ravine. Now it kind of gets covered up by grass a little bit right here. We're going to go around, see if we can figure out where we can get in at. Look at really, look how far this thing goes. Crazy. Alright, I got some extra dirt, so I'm just going to put that right here so we can get back out. And let's go walk around and see if we can get into the bowels of the earth. Okay, we're in. We had to do a little bit of bridging with some dirt, but we are in. Oh, let me make sure that I can get back out of this. There we go. Well, I'm not going to hit my head, right? Yep. All right, cool. Let's light this up before something sneaks up on us, because that would be a tragedy. Oh, God, look at all this coal already. I need more coal, too. I need everything. All right, we've got a few torches in place. We're a little bit safer, except for this skeleton down here. Where'd he go? Right there. Gotta watch out for him. Oh, now another one's shooting me. I don't even know where the other one is. Oh, goodness. Anyway, let's just go in here and let's just get some of our ores. And as we discover them, like coal, I'll tell you a bit more about them. Coal is carbon made into rock, making it a carbonaceous material. It's made from plant debris like rotting trees, etc. that get packed down and then is exposed to lots of heat and pressure for a long time. It's kind of like how a blanket is soft and fluffy when spread out, but if you roll it up really tight, it isn't fluffy and comfortable anymore. It's kind of like that. There's actually 4 ranks of coal. See, it starts off as plant matter that then decays and turns into peat, which kind of looks like a really rich soil, and then when that is exposed to heat and pressure, it goes through a process called coalification. The first rank of coal is lignite, also called brown coal. Then there's subbutaneous coal, which is a dull black. Third is butaneous, which looks shiny and smooth, but if you look really, really closely, actually has alternating layers of shiny and dull material. The last rank is anthracite, or hard coal, and guess what? It's hard, but it is also brittle, and it's a shiny black. Just like in Minecraft, coal is burned and generates energy. The only example of coal that I have in my collection is this elephant, which was a piece of home decor where I grew up. And when I moved out, I said, I'm taking that guy with me. And yeah, now I have a coal elephant. There's a few bits and bobs of copper around here. We're not going to get all of it, but we'll get a little bit of it and talk about real world copper while we're at it.
We've been making things from copper for about 8,000 years. By adding tin to copper, you can make bronze, which is stronger than either tin or copper alone, and that is what created the Bronze Age from 3300 to 1200 BC. A small tool called an awl, AWL, is the oldest metal object found in the Middle East, made of copper, and dates back to 5100 BC. Copper is mostly found in igneous or volcanic rock. It conducts electricity well, which is represented in Minecraft by its use as a lightning rod. Copper can oxidize, which turns it from a reddish color to green. This is sort of the opposite of what happens to most metals when exposed to air, which makes them rust and turn red. Copper kind of does the opposite, and we also see that in Minecraft as well. We actually need copper in our bodies, but only in a tiny amount, and we can usually get that through food such as potatoes. It's also antimicrobial and can disrupt the electrical signal of an organism's cells. Researchers have been looking into how this can be implemented in medical settings. About 3/4 of the copper mined is used for industrial purposes, making copper the third most used industrial metal.
We desperately need some more iron, so let's go ahead and grab iron 2.
Humans have been using iron for a long time. Egyptian artifacts have been found dating back to 3500 BC, although the Iron Age began around 1500. Earth's crust contains quite a lot of iron, being the fourth most common element by mass. There are 3 common rocks that contain iron: hematite, magnetite, and taconite. Pure hematite is about 70% iron. The rock can look reddish-brown or a sort of deep silver. It's kind of a soft rock, maybe not to our fragile human bodies, but in the rock world it is, and if tested on a streak plate, it produces a reddish-brown streak, even if your sample is the dark silvery variety. If you don't know what a streak plate is, it's just a porcelain tile that you rub a rock on to make a streak, hence the name streak plate. The craziest thing about hematite, though, is it's the reason Mars is called the red planet. And because it produces a red powder, it can be turned into a paint, which is what was used 40,000 years ago to make cave paintings. Another iron-containing rock is magnetite, with about 72.4% iron content. It's dark silver in color and leaves a black streak. Coolest part, though? It's magnetic. The rock starts out as the gooby inners of the planet, and as they solidify, the magnetic specks will align themselves with the planet's magnetic field. Scientists can look at rocks like magnetite and see that Earth's polarity has flip-flopped on average about every 300,000 years. Don't worry though, pole flipping takes a really long time, and there's no evidence to suggest that it would be an apocalyptic event. Our navigation and communication tech will be wonky for a while, but we adjust these things anyway because the poles are actually constantly shifting. They're pretty twitchy things. Third rock with iron at 25 to 30% content is taconite. It was thought of as a waste material because it has such little iron, but now it is ground down into pellets to easily transport to use in manufacturing. While iron is a soft mineral, by introducing carbon and other minerals, it can be made stronger, which is how steel is made.
I think we may have found a dungeon, maybe, on the edge of this ravine. Oh, by the way, when I have to like go around the edge of a ravine and there's no like cliffside, I like to just do it inside the edge, like one off, because I'm really clumsy, and if I were to walk around the edge, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna fall right off. So I like to do it like this. Yeah, it's probably, uses up your tools a bit more, but I just find it safer. So that's my preference. Oh, I'm guessing this is probably a skeleton spawner, but really close to the surface, which is kind of nice. I'm just going to staircase up to it. Okay, I think we're right at the edge of it. I'm going to pop a torch right here. Oh, all right, it's probably skeletons, so I'm going to have to do this fast. Okay, okay. Okay, while they're fighting. Alright. We'll just let them do their thing, right? Like. Yeah. Fight! Fight to the death! Okay, I think there's one more in there. Okay, I think it's safe now. Just pop this right on there because that's a little bit better. Take that one. Can I make them shoot each other? Yeah, there we go. They just take care of themselves. The enchanted bow guy is in here. Excellent. Oh god, this is open to the surface this whole time? Where even is this in comparison to everything else? Really? How did I miss this? Okay. Yeah, let's just, I don't know, put like something. Here we go. To remind myself to come down here. Do you have any goods? Oh, I don't have any beetroots yet, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Might as well take the string, might as well take the gunpowder. I don't care about the rest right now. Do we jump in the water and just walk over there? It's probably easier. Okay. Here we go. Going for a swim. Oh. Goes back a little bit, like a little grotto. Alright, let's go check out what's in this side of the ravine. One grass block. That's what's inside on this end of the ravine. And one random gravel block. Okay. Ah! I was not prepared. I was not prepared. Okay, besides being ambushed by one skeleton out of nowhere, not that much going on in here. There's a little bit of iron, which we will grab, and then we'll make our way back up to the surface. We have acquired a few more resources, and I think it's about time we make another chest because this one is getting a little bit full of junk. So let's make a new chest for our resources we have gathered. All right, dumping in our resources. Here we go. Let's put them this way. Yeah, like that. Stick our iron in there. Might as well stick this gunpowder in there too. And just so that way I have a few spots saved, we'll just like that. There we go. There we go. Actually, we'll leave one spot open so we can move in the ingots and probably the nuggets too, just so we have them all in one place. There we go. We definitely still need more iron though. I'm not surprised we didn't get a lot out of the ravine. It's a little bit too low for a good iron supply, so we might have to head over to the mountain and check out some caves over there anyway. But first, let's go to sleep. It's dark out. Alright, let's go see if we can find any more iron. Boy, we can see a lot from up here. There's our nether portal that we need to fix up still. There's home. There's our cows and our sheep. Spawn was right over in that area. All of this beach right here is Turtle Beach because there's a lot of turtles down there. You can just see some right over there. That's the lava that set trees on fire back in episode 1. Good times. But still haven't found any more iron yet, so we gotta keep looking. Here's a cave I haven't been to. Looks promising. If I can get down there safely. That's a whole other question. Yeah, there's an entrance right here. That would have been nice had I noticed that. But look, iron! Yes! Finally. Oh yeah. Excellent. We really don't need to be going lower, but since we're here... Oh, a couple Endermen hiding from the rain. Better be careful so we don't look at them. Don't mind me. Actually, maybe I should make sure there's nothing else spawning before I go do that. Light this up a little bit more first, and then go back and get our resources. That should be enough. Ah! See? See? Exactly what I meant. Just came out of nowhere. Oop, oop, almost looked at him. Almost made eye contact. Oh, this goes down a lot. I'm not ready for all that though. Let's head back up here. Boop. Where's the iron? There it is. Alright, I think we're somewhat safer for the moment. So I'm gonna go for it. Alright, 3 more pieces. Here we go. Back up. Uh-oh. Oh, lordy, there's 2 of them. I can barely deal with one. Now I can't even get out. Oh my gosh. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Oh, this is not fine. Okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, 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 oh. Don't look at me like that. Why could I not jump up here a moment ago? Oh, I think grass is clipping through, and that scared me so much. Alright, we know creepers like this area. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, there's more iron. Let's light up the area. Eventually I'm going to learn to do this. Just all the light, just all of it. Okay, so home is over there. Portal, big mountain. And then the cave we just came out of is right over on this side. Ooh, mushrooms, good. Pretty expansive birch forest. I've been trying to keep an eye out for any terracotta for some trail ruins because I think they can show up in a birch forest, but I don't see any. Nah, I don't see any. But I do see a lot of flowers over there on that mountain, so that's something we're going to explore in the future. Yeah, chicken thinks so too. I think that maybe is a forest flower forest over there. So I'd like to check that out at some point. Pretty good, but now that we've got some iron, I think we can head back home. All right, we are home. I stopped at the wheat field on the way back, which is why I have seeds in my hand. And let's check out our haul. All right, we got a little bit more iron this time. We got another 20 pieces, so there we go. That's all the iron that we've got today. Lots of coal, that'll last us a while. Lots of copper, that's good too. And like I said, I picked up some more wheat and therefore seeds on the way back as well. Ooh, we should probably plant our beetroot seeds too. Let me see. Let me grab that. Drop that. All right, let's go plant these real quick. I have 3 seeds and my hoe broke after 3 patches of grass, so it was meant to be. We got a chicken! Yes! Alright, it's time to go to bed. Good night. I did not think that was going to happen. That was a nice surprise. Alright, I don't think I can put it off any longer. Now that we have some iron ore, I'm gonna smelt that, and I think it's about time I make my way down into the depths of the earth. Oh, hey, look, we have a friend, and get some diamonds. So, with a little bit of iron that I already have, I'm going to make myself a iron pickaxe and some more torches, and then we're gonna go back into one of those caves and see what we can find. Okay, with an iron pickaxe, an extra iron sword, some more torches, food, and some blocks for building, and no armor, I'm going to risk going down deeper into our world and get some diamonds. Where'd the... Oh, there he is. What's up? Nothing really valuable anyway. All right, we are back at the mouth of this cave where we had the creeper incident, and I think it went down a little deeper that way, so we're gonna go down and see what we can find down here. It's raining now, and the caves in this mountain are a bust. I couldn't find any that went deep enough, so we're gonna go try that mountain over there. Yeah, over there, and see if maybe we can find something that way. All right, we are at the base of the other big mountain. Looks like we have some sort of cave here. I don't know how deep it goes. Let's go take a look. All right, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get into. Great. All right, let's light up some stuff here so we don't get attacked. Gosh, this one ends in a dead end too. I'm just not having a lot of luck, but there's a little bit of iron, so I'm gonna grab it while I'm here because I do still need more of that. Oh, there's a little bit of dripstone in here. Perhaps that's slightly more interesting. Something different to look at least. Oh yeah. Let me just break that before I step on it. Or maybe we can kind of just, there we go. Definitely goes deeper than the other caves that we've been in, so progress. This is a little bit precarious to maneuver around. After an embarrassing encounter with a spider. Oh my gosh. If I die from this guy, I'll be so mad. Oh, jeez. That was embarrassing. We have finally made it to the bottom of this strange dripstone cave, and well, we didn't quite strike gold, but we have found something. We have found down here some lapis, which we're going to need, and I don't remember if you need to use an iron pickaxe for this or not, so I'm just going to be on the safe side and use the iron to get this.
Lapis lazuli is formed from a combination of minerals from the sodalite family. It often contains calcite, which creates white bands, and pyrite, which adds golden flecks. The Roman historian Pliny the Elder described lapis as a fragment of the starry firmament, thanks to its rich blue color and the pyrite flecks resembling stars in the night sky. The best lapis stones are mined in the Badakhshan region of Afghanistan, where we can find some of the oldest mines still in operation today, at about 7,000 years old. Apart from being used as jewelry, lapis can also be ground down and mixed with certain liquids to create a pigment for painting called ultramarine blue, but it is very expensive and rarely used today. Paintings that do use the pigment include Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night and Johannes Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring. But why do we use it for enchanting in Minecraft? Some people ascribe healing and spiritual properties to stones and crystals, and for lapis, this includes the ability to open the higher mind and enhance intellectual ability. It is also said to stimulate psychic abilities and inner vision. I reckon enchanting takes a lot of brain power, so maybe lapis is like a brain boost.
We've also found a little bit of redstone too.
As far as I can tell, there is no real world counterpart to redstone. It looks like rubies or red garnet, but These don't transmit electricity like redstone does. Since redstone drops as a powder, you could compare it to powdered copper, which has a deep peachy color, a bit darker than a copper nugget, though not the vibrant red of redstone. But since copper is used in electrical components, and that's what redstone does in-game, that's the closest equivalent we can come up with.
We did find a little bit of gold. We might as well collect that while we're here. Ah, do you like this gold nugget? Psych! This is actually pyrite, also known as fool's gold. I do not have any raw gold, and if I did, it would definitely not be a nugget that large.
In Minecraft, emerald may be the primary currency, but in the real world, gold has that honor. Almost half the world's gold is held by governments and banks in reserve. The oldest known golden artifacts are from Bulgaria, and they're from about 4600 BC to 4200 BC. Gold shows up in many religions and mythologies, such as the Bible and the golden fleece from Greek mythology, and legends like El Dorado. Modern chemistry stems from alchemy, in which one goal was to transform materials like lead into gold. Turns out, though, it's not that easy. Gold has been used to adorn everything from buildings to people and is often used to represent wealth and divinity. It's been used as a medicine since ancient times, like they thought, how could something so beautiful possibly be dangerous? It must be good for you. But don't think that you could put gold on a boo-boo and make it better. Okay, seek out a medical professional if you need help. Gold can also be used in food on really fancy meals, you know, the ones where it's like half a bite of food and it costs like 500 gazillion dollars. Yeah, because remember, gold is a symbol of wealth. But keep in mind, it does need to be food grade, aka approved for human consumption, and not all gold is.
After a precarious journey with a whole bunch of cobblestone, I've made it down even further. There's some lava over here, which I surprisingly did not fall in, so it's actually a pretty big accomplishment for me. And still looking for diamonds, though. It really doesn't seem like I'm going to be finding any exposed diamonds. I think I might have to just risk it and dig a little. But we're pretty low down now. Let's see. Yeah, we're pretty low. We should be able to find something down here. So let's put this pickaxe to use and just start digging. Well, would you looky here? I haven't even gone that far. There's the entrance right there. I just dug down until I hit bedrock, and here we go. We finally got some diamonds. So I'm going to use my stone pickaxe to go around it so I don't use up all my durability. And then I'll make sure to switch to the iron before I try to take these diamonds.
Diamond, a girl's best friend, and a Minecrafter's best friend too. It is the hardest naturally occurring mineral. That's why diamond gear has the most durability. It's comprised of mostly, like over 99%, the element carbon, but there can be trace amounts of other elements. Diamonds are formed in a deep part of the Earth called the mantle, which is about 150 to 200 kilometers below Earth's surface. The crust, the part we stand on, build on, dig on, is pretty thick, but it actually floats as giant pieces on a liquid layer, the mantle. There's a certain type of volcanic eruption called a kimberlite, which brings diamonds from the mantle up to the surface. While we typically think of diamonds as colorless, they can be yellow or brown, but the rarest diamond colors are blue, green, orange, and red. The color comes from trace amounts of other elements like we talked about earlier. Naturally occurring diamonds are over 1 billion years old. While we can't make diamonds in Minecraft, we actually can make them in the real world. The first definitive synthetic diamond was made on February 16, 1953 by an electrical equipment manufacturing company in Sweden. It was a super secret operation, codename Quintus. Because diamonds are so hard, they're great for cutting other hard things, which is usually done using synthetic diamonds. They're ground down into a powder and then they coat tools like drill bits and saws. But diamonds are most famously known for their use in jewelry, both the natural and man-made versions. A couple examples are the Hope diamond, which is a very rare blue diamond and possibly cursed, and the Cullinan diamond, which was cut into 105 diamonds, with the two largest being part of the crown jewels of Great Britain.
We've dug a pretty long tunnel. We got 11 diamonds, which not as many as I would have liked, but it'll be fine. It's good enough. And I think at this point I should probably head back home. I'm very likely to lose things if I don't get out while the get in is good. After a hop, skip, and a jump, I did manage to make it back home in one piece. So let's take a look at what we've got. We got a little bit of iron ore. We got a tiny little bit of gold, not too much, but it'll do. We got plenty enough lapis, I think. Here we go. Fill that up. We got lots and lots of redstone. Won't be running out of that for a while. We got a little bit of diamonds, not too many, but better than nothing. And then a few miscellaneous things. And we got an egg on the way back. That was really exciting. We should go see if this will give us another chicken. There's an egg in there. Let's first see if this one we picked up will give us anything. Will you have a friend? Let me try not to hit you when I do this. No, okay. Let me grab this egg. Let me get back out. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Nope. With that done and our previous iron now smelted, let's make a bucket because I've got some plans for that. There we go. And just for good measure, keep a bucket of water on me. Now, when I go harvest my wheat, I won't have to worry about it falling into these irrigation ditches. I didn't say a bad word. I almost said a bad word, but I didn't say a bad word. Anyway, yeah, I won't have to worry about stuff falling in the water holes, which is good. Why are these squid so dumb? We've got one more task to do, and that is to make our inventory storage here a little bit cleaner. Because this is great. This chest, neat, organized, beautiful. This chest, this is a disaster. And I have all this wood. I can definitely take some time and organize this out a little bit more with a few more chests. So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of chests and then we'll figure out what's gonna go where. Okay, before I go breaking this chest to put more stuff right here, I'm gonna fill up these two that I've added next to our special chest and get this a little bit more organized. I think maybe we'll put stone stuff in here. I suppose. I don't know. Sounds like a good idea. Okay, I think I got all my earthy blocks minus the ones that I'm keeping on me for the time being. Let's do maybe wood in this chest. This is going to take a minute because I've got a lot of stuff. Okay, wood chest is good to go. It's not the most orderly thing, but it's better than it was. I can actually find what I'm looking for now. So I think at this point we're going to have to break this chest and just pick up the rest of the stuff and maybe, oh gosh, I don't know what exactly we'll do with what, but we'll just at least get the chest oriented the same way as the rest of these. All right, we are slightly more organized, still not beautifully organized, but at least it's a little bit better. It's not a complete mess in every single chest, only sort of a mess. Now there's one last thing we need to talk about, and that is the zombified piglin that has been living on this mountain, because you may have noticed he hasn't shown up recently. I know where he is. Let me show you. He's got himself into a bit of a pickle. He now resides just on the other side of those pumpkins, so let me show you. Let me show you. Here we are at the pumpkins. A wandering trader has shown up yet again. His llamas are taking a little bath. And right below these llamas, yeah, here's our guy. Not sure how he got down here. And I'm wondering if I break out the blocks above him, will he float to the top? I'm guessing not because he is sinking right now and I'm drowning. So how am I going to get him out of there? First of all, how is he surviving? I don't really want to look at a llama's butt. Let me move over here. How is he surviving down there? His home is a blazing hot place. How is he surviving underwater? You know, I'm sure the water isn't cold, but like it's probably not warm either. And he can't breathe. How is he alive? I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get him out of here. Especially because he's just sinking lower and lower. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to get him out at some point. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!